Capsule. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to follow along if you guys are into art, deep quality thoughts, and just basically my rendition and or exploration of the world around me. So today we're taking Meta for a walk. These are my new Meta glasses. I tried to go live stream a few minutes ago and it kind of paused me. I think as one of the content creators that I listen to, he says, YouTube sniped me out. So, um, but yeah, I'm just kind of going for a walk this morning because I have a pretty uh, long day ahead of me, I believe. I'm working on a pretty big chest panel tattoo to Day of the Dead motif. Has a girl almost yearning to kiss a skull. And I already started the project. I'll put a picture on my post. If you guys want to look at it, drop a comment, hit a like, share it to someone else. Um, and I felt like I wanted to get a little walk in this morning, get a little vitamin D, get some sun on my face, get some blood flowing in my body since I'm probably going to be stagnant, sitting and or turning myself into some type of pretzel or figure eight to kind of get these tattoo expedited today. So also doing this, I'm stacking some disciplines this morning, doing a few things all at once, right? So I'm testing out my Meta glasses. These Meta glasses I got for Christmas. I've been using them here and there periodically. I've been recording some of my tattooing and playing around. I've said before I have a few things that are pretty heavy that are going on in my life right now, and sometimes I just record, just hit the record button and let it fly. It downloads everything to my phone, which is pretty cool. And I'm really enjoying them so far. I got the ones with the transitional lenses, so as you can see, they are uh, tinting as I walk, right? So that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna try out a couple of things. Earlier, when I tried to go live, I don't know what happened. If it was because I went from the Wi-Fi in my house to just going on cellular network. Did it freeze up because of that? That's maybe something that I don't know. That if it switches, you know, where it's connected to as far as the network goes, am I going to freeze up? So things you learn along the way. It may or may not be. It may have been a glitch, or YouTube probably didn't want to hear what I had to say this morning, right? I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and I think it's pretty cool. I think the transition of, I've heard that theory a few times now where we're kind of going to get away from phones and going to either have, some type of other device, maybe something that hangs from your neck or maybe glasses like this, because the new version of these actually has some type of uh, display on the inside of the screen where you can look at what you're doing. So if I was in an inner city, one of the videos that I've seen, I haven't tried it for myself, but sometimes if you're like on Google Maps or whatever you use for navigation, it gives you something where you can walk around. Hey, how are you? Please help you 15K. Man, if I had 15K, I probably wouldn't be going to work today. Jokes, those are jokes, but yeah, I can't help you with 15K. I can help you with 15K likes. Go ahead and drop your link in the comments, and I'll go over to your site and give you some love, see what you're about. I appreciate you jumping in on the stream. But so I do find it pretty cool that I can ask Meta to do things, ask it, and I don't have to like look at a screen. I don't have to take my phone out of my pocket or anything like that. So I find that that's pretty cool, and I'm just telling you from user experience. I do think they're a little bit bulky in comparison to the rest of my glasses. I do wear glasses. I wear contact lenses sometimes as well, but I do wear glasses, and I think in comparison to the rest of my glasses, like just the frame in itself is pretty bulky, but that's to be expected. I have it has computer chips in it, and it does have some type of technology in it. I would imagine that they would need some space to put like chips and things of that nature. But I do see how these are pretty beneficial to capturing pictures, right off of your face. Just like myself, like, I basically have sunglasses on, right? Like I have Ray-Ban sunglasses, and I can, wait a minute, can I try to make me cringe? Sure, do so. Um, that's a very powerful word, and I've seen a lot of people's dreams go by the wayside because they thought someone thought that they were cringe. I kind of surpassed that. I'm at, uh, for those that are asking, I'm out of my 20s. I don't really pay attention to what other people's opinions of what I do in my day to day affect how I stack my wins. So let that be a lesson to everybody that's out there listening. Don't listen to people around you. They don't know what's going on. They have no idea, and they have no clue of what you're trying to build and the goals you're trying to excel past. So, with that being said, uh, be cringe, my folks. Be cringe. Um, Another one. Uh, just a change. Just a change. It's funny that the other day if you go down the rabbit hole and look at those 500 or bus videos that I do, which is just me drawing out of a prompt book, I drew a lobster, and like a couple days after that, there was like a release of this COD bot or um, Claude Force. I'm not even 100% sure what the name of the site is or the program or you know how you would even find this thing. I have to go down that rabbit hole a little bit myself, but showed how I guess the AI tools were making a religion for themselves, like the AI agents. I'm not too uh, educated in the manner, but I do understand what they were trying to get at. That, like, a lot of these people are making AI agents, which are basically independent employees that are doing things for you in the background that a lot of corporations and or single owned businesses were having to export and pay people for, right? So stay away from her. Dick who uses firepower. She's mine. I don't know what that is. I'm from India. Hey, what's going on, India? How you guys doing? Uh, Thank you for checking in. Um, and I found that pretty weird. Pretty weird that like I drew that beforehand. I didn't know what I was drawing, and then that it kind of brought that back full circle. Uh, Made me feel like Messiah type, even though I'm not. I'm not. But sometimes, sometimes things happen for a reason, and I've heard that many times over. I don't know how much I believe it, but there is no such thing as coincidences, right? But in today's walk, what I'm trying to preach is stacking disciplines, right? So I'm making this video up on my meta glasses, and then on top of that, I'm actually trying them out. So let's do that right now. Hey Meta, hey Meta, hey Meta. So right there, right? It's not working. I'm asking it right now, and I'm probably probably because I'm using the camera here, it's for some reason having some type of disconnect. Maybe there's some type of copyright infringement with YouTube that's not allowing me to ask it stuff while I'm on here, which is completely understandable. The YouTube is really finicky about a lot of things. There's when I go to download those shorts. Sometimes like I do the short and then I upload it and then I try to download it so I can spread it across other social platforms. Sometimes it doesn't allow me to do that, even though the music that I'm putting behind it shouldn't be copyrighted because it's something that I'm making. But because it doesn't know, because it is on the fence about it, it just won't allow it. So again, uh, let me give it a quick stop real quick. Hey Meta, I'm gonna pull these off and put them back on and see if they connect. Not sure, guys. Hey Meta, hey Meta. Nope. So there you go, right off the rip. You know, first time trying to do a live stream and trying to use my glasses and trying to stack things, I'm starting to realize that maybe maybe they're not that reliable, and completely understandable. It's a new technology, even though there's a lot of people hitting at it. It's not working the way I wanted it to. I just hit that side button and it would start recording. So it's doing that, but it's not allowing me to ask it questions, right? And I was just gonna ask it, hey Meta, what's the temperature outside today? And just to kind of give you guys that insight of like, you could be wearing these glasses and be sitting at a museum and or at a store and or walking outside and asking a question without having to reach in your pocket, right? So I think that that would be pretty cool. Thank you to everybody that's in the chat. I appreciate you guys very much. Um, it's Manny Cabrera. It's live from the Capsule. I speak about art and common topics, mostly AI, in today's day and times, right? Right now, I'm going to do a slight jog across the street, so you guys can see. I had to speed up right there because I would have got clipped by a car, right? But hey, they're pretty sustainable. They stay on my face. They're not jumping around, so that's cool. But then again, so I learned today that maybe it's not going to be as easy as, let's try it one more time, guys. Hey, Meta, what's the temperature outside today? Nothing. It's not even acknowledging that I'm speaking to it. So again, didn't do what I wanted it to do. So technology sometimes. Second, like I said before, earlier in the chat, I kind of wanted to just get a little bit of exercise. I did a little bit of exercise earlier today while I was getting my kids ready for school, but I wanted to get some vitamin D and I wanted to get some blood flow going. So I'm over here, I'm walking, and also another thing that I had to do today, besides post this live stream, which I feel like I've been staying away from. I feel like I've been doing more of the 500 or bust just because they're easier for me to do. I do a lot of drawing, kind of, it's a repetition thing. Not super difficult for me to do. I kind of pump those videos out in like 15, 20 minutes tops. So those have been what I've been focusing on, and it's kind of that thing, when you're starting something new, sometimes just because it's new, you kind of have a lot of resistance to it. And the third thing that I wanted to do on this walk is, because I'm doing a pretty big project today, uh, I'm gonna need some Bactine, which is sunburn spray. It has a little bit of lidocaine in it. A lot of tattooers use it to help their clients along the process. Um, there are a lot of clients that do use numbing cream beforehand. I'm not completely sold on the idea. I find that most of the time when people use numbing cream, at least in my experience, and or me watching other clients from other tattooers and comrades and colleagues that I work with, it doesn't help them sit for 6 or 7 or 8 hours. I'm tattooing people that are sitting for a lot longer and they have no numbing cream, and I think it's because your body slowly builds up that resistance and or releases endorphins to help you deal with the pain progressively as time goes on, right? But if it all comes at once, you don't know what the hell to do. So you have this numbing cream on, and you're not feeling a thing. And then hour 1.5, 90 minutes in, all of a sudden, you're feeling this bang of heat. It hurts so bad, and it went from not hurting to hurting a whole bunch. Whereas opposed to if you were getting tattooed naturally, regularly, your body would have. Need a little help here, young lady? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Don't mention it. Have a great day. Um, when you're getting tattooed naturally, um, your body kind of helps you deal with it and kind of soothes you into that. Kind of releases uh, the chemicals and endorphins that you need to help you deal with this process. So I'm coming. I walked all the way to Walgreens from my house, which is about, I don't know, a little bit over a quarter mile. So I got my walking in, got my vitamin D in, got my live feed in, got to test my glasses, got my vaccine. I'm golden, baby, and that's how we do it. You know, that's what the that real nice. That's what this channel's based around. This channel's based around you doing all the things that you know that need to happen to get you where you need to be. I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's some people that probably don't know what they have to do to get to where they need to be, right? But that's what ChatGPT is for, man. That's what ChatGPT is for. That's what Gemini's for. That's what all of that shit's for. You know, the transition of the new way of things working out. Um, I am now going to go into Walgreens and get my vaccine. So probably ain't going to be doing too much chatting. But thank you guys for chiming in. Uh, please, uh, please bear with me while I go in the store and not make a scene, right? While I'm on a live stream. And that's that. Hey, how are you? Where would I find vaccine? Sunburn spray.